Hey friends, it is Amber from Renewing Threads, and today's video is so sad and so tragic. This weekend, a tornado went through our area and it was devastating. I do live in Tornado Valley, but since I've lived here for about 6 years. We have had, a bunch of tornado warnings and everything, but nothing has actually impacted my specific area. And it finally did, which was so sad. And a lot of businesses and buildings and everything are destroyed. It's going to take a lot of rebuilding efforts. I'm actually going to, try and volunteer to go help that. The reason for this video is that one of those businesses was my local Goodwill outlet bins. And I will throw a little video on the screen of the building, but basically the whole top of the building is kind of like toppled over. I don't know the exact extent of the damage because all of that area is blocked off. There's, down power lines, all those roads are closed. So I don't know how much it affected the actual building, but there is a video of, the front of the building, which is toa. That puts a dent in my business. That's just the reality of the situation, is that yes, there was a huge, massive, devastation that went across our whole area, and that's very sad. But life does still have to go on, and I still do have to run my business. And now a huge chunk of my means to get inventory is now gone for the foreseeable future. Goodwill, Arkansas made a post saying that, it's going to be closed for the foreseeable future. They will do updates when they have any. So I don't exactly know, when this will even be rectified. And our local Goodwills are also impacted by power outages. So our two closest Goodwills are also closed, during all of this as well. And so I kind of want to come on here and talk about my strategies of what I'm going to do, because I might not have gotten all of my inventory from the Goodwill outlet, but I did go Monday through Thursday for at least 2 to 3 hours and get whatever I could every time I was there. Some days it was fantastic, some days not so much, but it was a huge chunk of how I lower my cost of goods. Here are some of the things that I'm gonna do to try to rectify the situation, try to make it as positive as I can, how I can make less impact on, my income coming in. So first of all is I do live in drivable distance, about 5 hours from the St. Louis bins. So I'm actually gonna take a road trip there in a few weeks. I'm gonna stay a few nights at a hotel and get as much as I can get. I've heard some really great things from the St. Louis bins, from my local bins friends. And so I'm excited to try it out. 5 hours is a long drive to go there often, because I not only have to do that drive, but I also have to get a hotel, pay for my meals, so all of that does add up. And if I'm not getting a ton of inventory in that time to pay for that and more, it's not worth it. So I'm gonna test it out in a few weeks, see, what I can get, and if that will be a viable sourcing option for me, maybe like once a month. And then the second thing I'm gonna do is rely heavily on online sources right now, get things delivered to my door. So that could be doing, my TJ Maxx returns that I like to do on here. That could be sourcing from Whatnot and like Poshmark lives for things that I can list myself. Could be doing Helpsy boxes because they do have a lot of secondhand clothing boxes. And if I do those, I will definitely post my reviews on here. That way you guys can see. And then also, once our local Goodwills open up, I will be, trying to source Dollar Day as much as possible. So we do have Dollar Day here. It is on a Sunday, which I usually like to take weekends off for the most part to, hang out with Lucas. We like to do a lot of things with the dog. On the weekends where we don't have any plans, I will be hitting up Dollar Days on Sundays, to try to combat a higher cost of goods. Because once I start getting items delivered to my house more often, I'm gonna have to buy in bulk more often, and my cost of goods is ultimately gonna go up a little bit. And I do have like $3 marathon live shows And so I needed some way to make the cost of those items to go down. But other than that, that is my plan as of now. And hopefully, you know, they will be able to clean up the Goodwill outlet, clean up that area, get everything up and running with power. I don't exactly know. I've talked to a lot of my friends, and a lot of my friends from the bins are saying it could go either way. You know, it wasn't a huge bins location, so they could either keep it closed and just send most of the items, you know, to another outlet across the state, or, you know, they can open it up and, you know, they'll have really great inventory for a while because it will be backed up for so long. So honestly, I don't know how it's gonna go. I'll keep you guys along in the journey in my vlogs. If I have any updates, I'll definitely let you guys know. But if you guys have experienced this where you have had your main source of inventory basically go away, what did you guys do? How did you combat that? Do you guys have any ideas that I'm not thinking about? But yes, thank you guys so much for listening to this video. I know it's kind of a little one. I just wanted to give you guys kind of an update on what had happened and, you know, what I'm gonna do, because I could sit here and be like, oh no, my life is destroyed. Like, I don't have my biggest supplier anymore. What am I gonna do? But instead of dwelling on the negative, I have to see the positive. So I'm like, okay, I gotta travel now. I gotta go to places that I, you know, didn't go before. I need to sacrifice some time of listing and live selling to get inventory now. And so that's what I am going to do. Anyways, guys, make sure to look out for my next video. I think it's gonna be a haul, so I'm excited about that. And if you liked this video or like reseller content, make sure to like this video. Please subscribe as I'm trying to grow, you know, this channel, and hit that bell notification for any more videos that I post. I try to post at least twice a week. Thank you guys so much and enjoy your day. Bye.